Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, the Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM, where a $10 wager, regardless of outcome, turns into $150 in free bets. Just use that promo code JUICE150 over at BetMGM.com, and the juice was loose. Metaphorically, of course. Nice little 2-1 win for the old Sean stacking the money green. Felt good to get back on the green side of the ledger with baseball. And as we know, baseball is a grind. I tried to warn myself about the Mets and taking them after they won 10-0. Maybe their offense wasn't going to be that good back-to-back nights. Maybe the Marlins, have a nice little return after a massive loss. And of course, that's what happens. Didn't hit on the Mets, however, did hit on the Yankees. They destroyed the Red Sox 12-5. That was a no-sweat winner over there. Am I slightly mad at myself for not getting on the run line? -1.5? Possibly. But again, that's the gambler's fallacy, and a win is a win. Nice, almost even money win with the Phils. I gave it out last night at -105. They won 2-0. Kind of a boring game. Phils had a couple homers, courtesy of Bohm, and then Wheeler just was dealing. Not much else to say there. 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. Nice little shutout of the Cardinals for the Phillies as they continue to just look like a much better team, a completely different team with their new manager. And hey, speaking about completely different, completely new, you can look like a completely new person with an awesome autographed Jalen Hurts jersey, courtesy of Pristine Auction. Good buddies over there. All you got to do, step 1, subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel. Step 2, comment on this video. Step 3, turn on those notifications so you don't miss the big announcement where, again, we'll say who is the winner. You got to turn the notifications on. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. And you don't want to miss out on a sweet, sweet Jalen Hurts jersey. I know I wish I would have had one of those last season. Although, do you wear an autographed Jalen Hurts jersey? It depends how I guess you think of Jalen Hurts as a quarterback. I'd frame it, but or maybe I'd wear it. I don't know. That would look pretty sweet out at the sportsbook with an autographed Jalen Hurts jersey. All right, going to get to the picks. Enough messing around. We got 2 MLB picks and a D-Gen special courtesy of the NBA Summer League. It's not some crazy parlay. It's just the fact that we're betting on the NBA Summer League. Hey, it's the middle of July. What are you going to do here? Give me first pick for baseball. Give me the Cleveland Guardians -120 at the Kansas City Royals. That price courtesy of FanDuel. First off, this is a fade of the Royals pitcher, Jonathan Heasley. He's worse at home than he is on the road, which is a huge red flag. 1-3 at home with a 5.4 ERA. On the other side of the mound, Tristan McKenzie. Confidence for this pitcher has to be sky high. His last start, 7 innings pitched, 0 earned run against the New York Yankees. So this is a great spot for Tristan, I think, to just kind of reestablish himself. He's had a pretty solid season, nothing crazy. But I think the confidence he got from that big win over the Yankees, that's got to carry him over to this game against the Royals. Cleveland 10-7 as a road favorite straight up. But most importantly, the trend I really love here, again, same reason we fade the Pirates after a win. Kansas City also horrible after a win. They just beat the Guardians 4-3 last night. Kansas City 10-20 straight up after a win. Love fading the Royals. Let's go Guardians. Is that what they say? Guard Guardians? Hey, go out there and guard. I know the whole why they changed it. Those statues are pretty cool, but what's the verb for Guardians? Please tell me what it is they do so I can wrap my head around how to cheer for this bet. Next up, bet number 2. Give me the Los Angeles Angels at the Baltimore Orioles. I'm on the Orioles. +106 home dog here over on FanDuel. First off, the Orioles pitcher Dean Kramer has had a pretty good season pitching, 2-1 with a 2.48 ERA. That's pretty good on the surface, but if you look a little deeper, he's coming off his worst outing of the season. He gave up 5 earned runs against the Rangers. Before that game, his ERA was all the way down to 1.29. So I think he's had a great year, kind of under the radar, and that Rangers game was a bit of an outlier. And worth noting, in that game where he let up 5 runs against the Texas Rangers, they still got the W. Last but not least, this is less about maybe even riding Kramer here or even fading the Angels pitcher Sandoval on the mound there. The Angels are just finding ways to lose. A 5-11 on their last 16. So if you've been betting the Angels, you know it hasn't been working out. So I like this spot for the Orioles, a nice little home dog action plus 106. And I think Kramer's been pitching really well. I expect him to have a nice game here and to carry the O's to a nice victory. And speaking of recent history here with the Angels, 5-11 of their last 16. If they were using that Betting Pros pick tracking app, of course they would not be betting on the games, but it wouldn't be looking good. It would have a lot of red dots. Hopefully you don't have a lot of red dots. And Betting Pros makes it easy to sync all your sports books and track your picks. All you got to go is bettingpros.com/pick-tracking. Get that tracking app going. And again, helpful in seeing where you go right, where you go wrong. And all the Betting Pros app, they're great. As far as like when I'm finding the best prices for these bets, I got me fired up that nice Betting Pros app. Again, free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Closing it out with a nice NBA Summer League play. Give me the Oklahoma City Thunder, -2.5, -104 over on FanDuel versus the Houston Rockets. Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren is the man when it comes to Summer League. I am not a huge Chet fan when it comes to real NBA basketball. I don't think he's going to be able to survive an 82-game NBA season. Although, let's be honest, no one in the NBA plays 82 games. It'd probably be like 56 games and some scheduled rest there for old Chet. I just don't. Now, maybe he completely fills out that frame and he is – I don't know. When – I forget who it was, but called him like the next Giannis. I almost fell out of my chair. I think we're looking at the next Sean Bradley before we're looking at the next Giannis. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but what I do know is these kind of games, NBA Summer League, this is when a super tall guy who can hit some threes, this is when he's going to dominate. His first game in the Utah Summer League before they start the Vegas Summer League, this is the first game for them in the Vegas Summer League. 23 points he put up, 7 for 9 shooting, 4 3-pointers, 5 for 5 on his free throws, and set a Summer League record for a half a dozen block shots, 6 block shots in one game. Again, I don't think he's going to be doing this at the NBA level. If you're a Thunder fan, certainly you're talking yourself into it, or maybe you're talking yourself into the idea that, Durant always liked us and he's going to be coming home, man. I don't know what you're talking yourself into as a Thunder fan, but I'm not super high on Chet as a prospect overall, but love him in the Summer League. I think this is a great spot for him to dominate and just exert his physicality. I think once the regular season playoffs come around, I don't think he's going to be dominating on this level. Last little note here is Oklahoma City Thunder. They played in the Utah Summer League, so they already have a head start on the Rockets. This is the Rockets' first Summer League game officially. Oklahoma already played 3 games in the Utah Summer League. They were 2-1 and looked pretty decent. And that's where we were getting those Chet stats from as far as his first game. So I think they have the head start. I think they're going to have a little conditioning edge as well on the Rockets, and that could make a difference, when it comes to playing in Vegas. So, all right, let's recap. I got the OKC Thunder laying 2.5 -104 over on FanDuel for my NBA Summer League pick. Give me the Baltimore Orioles at home plus 106 over on FanDuel against the Los Angeles Angels. And my last pick, give me the Cleveland Guardians laying -120 at the Kansas City Royals over on FanDuel. And as always, head over to BetMGM, get that free play. What are you doing? Juice $150, $10 wager, regardless of outcome, $150 in free bets. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me, Sean Green, at Sean T. Green. Feel free to hit me up on the Discord as well, bettingpros.com/chat. And shout out to D Dizzy, Hats, Doink Train, a lot of good takes going on in the Betting Pros Discord. And again, you're never so good at betting on sports. You can't learn from other handicappers and a bunch of smart guys and gals in the old Betting Pros Discord. So hop in there, mix it up with us, share some of your info, steal some info from some of the other smart folks there. And as always, thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. Subscribe, rate, review, and of course, don't forget to let it ride.